Meanwhile, the United States is calling on China to change its approach to North Korea, calling its policy toward Pyongyang unsuccessful, given the regime's latest grave provocation. Kwon Soa brings us this report.
Business as usual is no longer an option. That's what U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry told Chinese Foreign Minister Wang over the phone Thursday as the two discussed North Korea's fourth nuclear test earlier this week. Kerry told reporters that he made clear to his Chinese counterpart that China's North Korea strategy was unsuccessful.
Now, China had a particular approach that it wanted to make, and we agreed and respected to give them space to be able to implement that. But today in my conversation with the Chinese, I made it very clear. That has not worked, and we cannot continue business as usual.
The top U.S. diplomat said the two agreed to work closely and discuss several ways to deal with North Korea's nuke test Wednesday, which Pyongyang claims to have been its first successful H-bomb test. Kerry added that he has held constant consultations with Beijing and that North Korea has been discussed ever since his first trip to China. As China is North Korea's closest and most important ally, both diplomatically and economically, the international community is urging Beijing to put more pressure on the communist state. That also applies to China's stance regarding the United Nations Security Council's decision to adopt a new resolution on Pyongyang.
In the past, China tended to defend North Korea more, but under the Xi Jinping leadership, the Pyongyang-Beijing relationship hasn't been as strong. I think this time China will be more active in participating in sanctions against the North.
Meanwhile, according to Seoul's Foreign Affairs Ministry, Minister Yoon Byung-se is expected to speak to his Chinese counterpart over the phone Friday evening regarding the issue. Kwon Soa, Arirang News.